Hey, it's Aaron, the host from MobileReviewsEh.ca, and welcome to WTH episode number 2. Basically, it's going to be about 6 to 7 minutes of me just talking about stuff that I've discovered in the last while that made me go, what the hell is that? Or what the hell, that's awesome. Now for this episode, there's a theme, and the theme is making dumb things smart. And some of the dumb things that we're going to be talking about, it's going to be my belt, my kettle, and my mug. Now, when I'm talking about making dumb things smart, there is this trend of taking pretty unelectronical things, like a belt, and then shoving electronics into them and making them smart. I think this trend is going to benefit humanity in the long run because some things need to be smart and some things generally don't. So for the next few minutes, I'm going to kind of make fun of the Belty, I'm going to make fun of the wireless Nano Heated Mug, and I'm also going to make fun of the App Kettle. Now, the first thing is the Belty, and this is my belt. It's a very nice, cheap leather belts that I just wear around my waist to keep my pants from falling off. But with the Belty, my dumb belt can be upgraded to include a built-in pedometer, inactivity monitoring, waistline trend analysis, it can have Bluetooth capability, and I can watch everything using a sister phone app. That's making the belt pretty smart, but there's actually more. There's little motors in the belt buckle that actually tighten and loosen the belt depending on if you're sitting or standing. Seriously, what the hell? Now my biggest concern isn't the pedometer, it isn't the waistline trend analysis, though that graph is going to be incredibly boring because how quickly can your waistline change? And seriously, did they use the word inactivity monitoring? That just, why? Oh, I don't. Now my issue with the Smart Belt isn't the inactivity monitoring, it's not the waistline trend analysis, so even though those things just seem absolutely ridiculous to me, it's the fact that we've been living in the computer age and we still haven't figured out how to get rid of computer bugs. Think about it for a second. If this thing was smart and its only job currently is to hold up my pants, imagine if there was a bug where it didn't hold up my pants. Now that wouldn't be a critical life failure, but it'd be a pretty big hit to my self-confidence. You're out about in the world and then all of a sudden you walk by a microwave or a cell phone dead spot, your belt pants you. On to the next piece of technology that garnered a what the hell is that? Is a wireless Nano Heated Mug. Now this is a normal looking mug. Now this is what a wireless Nano Heated Mug. It's got like cool lights and stuff, and there's a heating plate. Now this is a Kickstarter campaign and it doesn't look like they're going to reach their goals, and you know, I can kind of guess why they wouldn't make their goals. The first thing that comes to mind is it worth $50 to $60 to keep my beverages warm at a constant temperature for 45 minutes? My first answer was no, because my homebrewed coffee is costing me like 17 cents per cup, so yeah, I'm not really worried about it. And again, I'm a pretty reasonable person. I was trying to think about what things could I consume in my wireless heated nano mug that would require me to keep it warm for 45 minutes. Now the first thing that came to mind was all the weird Chinese medicine that I had to drink as a kid, you know, boiling cockroach shells with the dried liver of a three-legged rabbit. But that stuff you don't want to keep warm for 45 minutes, you just want to put her back as quickly as possible. I do have coffee that it's like the world's most expensive coffee that apparently came out of the poop of some animal out in East Asia, but still I don't know if I want to keep that poop coffee warm for 45 minutes. Now the one thing that took me over from maybe thinking that what the hell this is awesome to what the hell is that is looking at their website and looking at, it's kind of like their instruction manual. They're telling you these are all the things that you need to know about the mug. There's different light settings. You have to charge it after 7 cups of coffee. That's just another thing in my life that I have to plug in. And that's probably the thing that bothers me the most, is that they've taken this really dumb thing, added a bunch of electronics to it, but then they make it any easier to use. They made it even more tedious to use. So we're going to go from the thing that stores all the hot water or hot beverages to the thing that's going to make the hot water for your beverage, and that's going to be the App Kettle. Now what's the first thing that comes to mind when I say App Kettle? Were you thinking it was going to be like an iPhone case where you could boil water and still be able to like surf the internet at the same time? It's not, because that would be absolutely ridiculous and useless. The App Kettle will allow us to reimagine what a kettle actually does. So let's go take a look at what a kettle does. There's a container that has water. There's a base that either has a heating element or you put it on the stove. When the water gets hot, if you got the one like this one, it just goes click. If you got one on the stove, it just goes to let you know that the water's done. So that's the kettle. Like the entire process of boiling water is very straightforward. There's a very low chance that you're going to screw it up, though I'm pretty sure some people have. The question is, does this thing need to be smart? And according to AppKettle, yes. The designers behind AppKettle believe that your kettle needs to change color as the water gets hotter. You need to have notifications on your device telling you that your kettle has boiled. They believe that you need a kettle that has cloud-based architecture, that you can monitor whatever is in your kettle in real time. And that's another problem that I have with making dumb things smart, is that you get inundated with all this useless information. It's not that the device is smarter, it's just the device has a way of transmitting useless information to you. Do you really need to have a notification on your smartwatch that goes, water's boiling, water's boiling, water's boiling? But again, I try to look at the good, the bad, the logical, and the illogical, and I love cooking, I really enjoy it, and I do know that temperature plays such an important part, so being able to control exactly what temperature the water is going to be at, yeah, maybe. Good idea. But do you really need to have all these extra things? The app, the cloud-based architecture, the real-time monitoring and watching your water boil. Useless information. So that's all I got for what the hell is that. Now there are two other technologies, or two other things. There's a flick camera and there's some stuff from IKEA that didn't quite make the cut, but I'll do a little rant at the end of this video after the outro. If this is the first time you watch one of my videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe. We do videos 2 to 3 times a week, product reviews, as well as these mini episodes of me just complaining about technology. You can find us on Google+, Twitter, as well as Facebook. I'm Aaron the Ho. Thank you for watching. Now, there are two things that didn't quite make the cut, which is the flick camera, which is a forward-looking iPhone camera case, has a mirror. There's a companion app that allows you to basically walk while looking at your phone and being able to see in front of you. It's basically saving dumb people from walking into things. Now, in my opinion, is if you haven't figured out not to do that, then you're gonna get hurt, or your iPhone's gonna break, right? One of the two things. The flick just really seems like a solution that Darwin just kind of solves. Yeah. My opinion anyways. One of the other ideas I was going to talk about in terms of what the hell is awesome was the stuff from IKEA is that they're turning all their dumb, semi-fashionable furniture into smart Qi wireless charging hotspots, which is pretty awesome because it then allows you to charge your iPhone anywhere you want. Now, I think that's awesome. They're also coming up with iPhone cases that, yes, I will be reviewing, and I'm really not particularly interested in the build quality of the case. I just want to know what that little dude on the safety manual, the instructions, is going to tell you to do. Don't wait for 2 people to lift it, don't lick it. I don't know. I always get a hoot when I get something from IKEA because that's the first thing I look at. What is the little dude doing? All right, that's all I got.